Hello student, myself Digan Sakhiwala. I am your science sir. Today we'll continue chapter number 3, atoms and molecule. Dear student, last time we learned about the Dalton atomic theory. Okay, we learned about the atoms, indivisible. Atom means what? Indivisible, uncuttable. We learn about the different symbol of atom. Some concept of Berzelius, we learned that Berzelius suggested that any atom should be represented by the at least two alphabet. One is capital and other is small. Okay, as well as some atoms names are given according to their origin from where they are available. Second thing is according to the Greek, Latin or German terminology, some names are given. Some names are given according to their color. After that, IUPAC gave the name according to their criteria. Dear student, IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Dear student, we are going to learn about the atomic mass. Okay, in physics mass and weight is different, but in chemistry we consider them as a somewhat like synonyms, but they are in the physics it is totally different. Okay, atomic mass is generally the weight of proton and neutron, that is called the atomic mass or atomic weight. Okay, that you will learn in the next chapter. But in an atom there are three particles are there. One is called proton, neutron and electron. So proton and neutron, they are present at the center, that is called nucleus, and electron revolve around the nucleus. The path on which electron revolve around the nucleus, that is called the orbit. Okay, now what is called atomic number, that is most important because it is not included in this. You will learn in the next chapter, so you understand what is called atomic number. Atomic number means number of proton or number of electron is called the atomic number. Okay, number of proton and electrons are always same. Okay, so we use the number of proton or number of electron. Okay, we are also going to come across one word that is called isotope. Now what is isotope? Isotope means atomic weight are different, atomic mass are different, but atomic numbers are same in one atom, then we can say that they are isotope of each other. Okay, like we have oxygen has three isotope, oxygen 16, oxygen 17 and oxygen 18. Hydrogen has three isotope, hydrogen 1, hydrogen 2 and hydrogen 3. What are the speciality in all these atom? In that number of proton and electrons are same, but number of neutrons are different, so their weight are different, but their atomic number are same. Okay, here we are going to learn about the atomic mass. That atomic mass we are find by the relative of other atom. Like whenever we are going to buy any vegetables, 500 gram 1 kilo, then what happen, in one balance we take the weight of 1 kg or 500 gram, and in other balance we put the vegetables or we put the fruits. Like that we measure. Same way, to measure the atomic mass we use the, initially scientists use oxygen 16, after that they use the carbon 12 isotope. Okay, the method to find out the atomic mass is called the mass spectrography. Okay, and instrument is called the mass spectrometry. So one by one we will learn about the atomic mass. Okay, atomic mass, the most remarkable concept that Dalton atomic theory proposed was that the atomic mass. So according to the Dalton theory, the last part of the matter is called what? Atom. So atomic mass is most important. Okay, each element had a characteristic mass according to the Dalton theory. Dalton theory could be explained law of constant proportion so well that scientists were promoted to measure the atomic mass of an atom. So dear student, we learn about the Dalton theory. Okay, and it could explain the law of constant proportion. Constant proportion means we know that water is somewhere available, then it is always available. According to number formula it is 2:1, 2 hydrogen and 1 oxygen, and according to weight it is always available into 2:16, or 2 is common then 1:8 form. Okay, and because of this reason any compound are there, NaCl, then 1:1 according to number of atom, and according to the weight it is available in the form of what? 23:35.5. Okay, so any compound is available in the constant proportion, and it leads to scientists to find out the atomic mass. Since determining the mass of individual atom was relatively difficult task, it is very difficult to find the mass of an atom because its meaning is indivisible, uncuttable, means very small. We cannot measure the weight of the atom, okay, by picking up it. Like vegetables we can easily measure, vegetable weight we can easily measure, but atomic weight it is not easy to measure. So we measure the weight relatively by using the other atom, okay. Relative atomic masses were determined using the law of chemical combination and the compounds form. So we can use relative atomic mass, we can find the relative atomic mass were determined using the law of chemical combination. So in how much quantity particular atom combine, okay, like carbon dioxide, in that one carbon combined with two oxygen, water in that two hydrogen combined with one oxygen, okay. So it depends upon the law of chemical combination and compounds form. We take one example of carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide formed by the carbon and oxygen, it was observed experimentally 3 gram of carbon combined with 4 gram of oxygen to form carbon monoxide. So we have to, by experiment we come to know that 3 gram of carbon react with the 4 gram of oxygen, then we get the carbon monoxide, okay. Now dear student, you take care that carbon monoxide, in that you have to write both the carbon and C and oxygen both in the capital letter. Otherwise if you write capital C and small o, then it is become a cobalt. In other words, carbon combined with 4/3 times its mass of oxygen. So we can say that by the ratio we can say that carbon combined with oxygen in the 4/3 times with the mass of the oxygen, okay. So by taking the proportion of oxygen, scientists find out the weight of the carbon or its molecule. Suppose we define the atomic mass unit as equal the mass of one carbon atom, then we would whole number or as near to the whole number as possible. So if we take the carbon as a standard, then we can find out the weight of the total atoms, or we can find out the weight of the molecule. And by the carbon we can measure the weight of other element. So it is a relative atomic mass, okay. So we can also use the one word, that is the atomic mass unit, EMU, okay. We measure the mass of any atom with respect to carbon or with respect to oxygen, okay. Suppose we define the atomic mass unit as equal the mass of the one carbon atom, then we would whole number or as nearer to whole number as possible. So here we take the standard as carbon. Initially the oxygen was taken as a standard, but oxygen has 3 isotopes, oxygen 16, 17 and 18. It created the problem, and because of that reason scientists accepted carbon as a standard to measure the atomic mass of any atom. While searching for the various atomic mass units, scientists initially took 1/16 mass of an atom of naturally occurring oxygen as the unit. So initially what happened, scientists take oxygen as a standard, I told you that, okay, and they consider what the weight of any atom, unit weight will be what, 1/16 mass of the oxygen atom. 16 is the mass of oxygen atom, okay. So a unit of the any atom, 1 unit of the weight of the any atom will be the 1/16th part of oxygen atom, but oxygen has 3 isotopes, oxygen 16, 17 and 18, and because of that reason scientists accepted what, carbon 12. So because of that reason nowadays 1/12 of weight of the carbon atom is considered as the 1 unit, okay. This was the considered relevant due to the 2 reasons. Oxygen reacted with a large number of elements and formed the compound. So because of what is the reason why we accepted that thing, because oxygen combined with so many elements to form the different type of compound. This atomic mass unit gave the mass of most of the element as whole number, okay. So this atomic mass unit gave the mass of most element as the whole number. So we do not want the atomic mass will be 8, or we do not want that it is a 32 point something like that. Why? Because we can count the number of electron and number of proton. It is never in the decimal point, okay. Like in the one class, okay, 15 girls are there and 30 boys are there. then we can say that total students are 45, but we cannot say that in that class the number of students are 44.5 or 45.6. okay, so total number of electron and proton, they are never half, okay, they are a whole number. However, in 1961, for a universally accepted atomic mass unit, carbon-12 isotope was chosen as a standard reference for measuring the atomic mass. Till here we understand that we use here first paragraph, in that we use carbon as a standard. Before that oxygen is used as a standard, but oxygen has some limitation. After that the carbon-12 isotope is considered as a standard to measure the atomic mass. One atomic mass unit is a mass unit equal to exactly 1/12 the mass of the one atom of carbon-12. Carbon atomic weight is 12. So what is one unit mass? The 1/12 part of the carbon-12 is called the unit mass. So carbon-12 isotope is considered as a standard to measure the atomic mass. The relative atomic masses of all elements have been found with respect to an atom of carbon-12. So by using the carbon-12, we can find out the atomic mass of other element or atoms. The relative atomic mass of the atom of an element is defined as the average mass of the atom as compared to 1/12 the mass of one carbon-12 atom. Okay, so we can also take the average mass of the atom. Many times the question is arise why the weight of chlorine is 35.5. okay, I told initially that weight of the any atom is integer or it is a whole number. It is never in the decimal point, like 22.5 is not possible or 23.8 is not possible. Then why the chlorine weight is 35.5? Because chlorine has two isotopes, chlorine 35 and 37. okay, and by taking the average of them we get the weight of the chlorine is 35.5. Here some in the table atomic mass of few element are given, element and atomic mass. This atomic mass is found by the relative mass of carbon-12. Hydrogen atomic mass is 1, carbon atomic mass is 12, nitrogen atomic mass is 14, oxygen atomic mass is 16, sodium atomic mass is 23, magnesium atomic mass is 24, sulfur atomic mass is 32, chlorine atomic mass is 35.5. because we take the average of two atoms. Chlorine is available in the two form, chlorine 35 and 37. We take the average, they are available in the 3:1 ratio, and by taking the average we get 35.5. Calcium 40. So dear student, in this session we learn about the atomic mass. We can also use the one word atomic weight. Next chapter we will learn in that atomic mass means number of proton plus neutron. Initially the scientists used oxygen as a standard to measure the atomic mass or atomic weight, but some problems are arise, like oxygen has 3 isotopes. After that the scientists use carbon-12. The method to measure the atomic weight is called the mass spectrometry, and the instrument is used called the mass spectrograph. okay, and here we learn some limitation, as well as we learn about the atomic mass of different atom or element. So this is all about the today's session. Thank you so much.